Hello, everyone. This is Reverend Jerry Hobby, and I am going to say happy 2020 to you all today. What a rich and a powerful time we are in. We've entered into a new decade, we've entered into a new year. It is all about new beginnings. And I'm so happy to be with you on this first Sunday of the year. And traditionally, on the first Sunday, we are the first month, we like to go back to basics. And going back to basics for us means taking a different look and a different perspective in terms of who we are and what we teach. The foundation of our teachings has to do with the Science of Mind book, which was written by Ernest Holmes. And Ernest Holmes' goal was always to know the thought of God. He was kind of like Einstein in that respect. And he spent his whole life piercing into the meaning of life, the essence of who we are, what we are, and our God thoughts. This man was progressive, and he left a legacy. And that legacy is a legacy that continues to give to us again and again and again. And so the foundation of the book are the first chapters in the book. And so today we're going to be focusing on the beginning. In the beginning, there was God. And what I love about these teachings is that we get to focus on the essence of what we call the beginning and what that truly, truly means. It was before anything. And that beginning is something that is always unfolding within us at all times. So what I'd like to do is, before I get deeper into that and our spiritual practice, is I'd like to create an opportunity right now to create a new beginning with our leadership team. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite them to say hello to you, and if they have something special to share. First, we'll invite Kathy. We have Catherine Redmond on. Catherine, would you like to say something or wish the group a happy holiday or new beginning?
Well, I wish for everyone to have a happy and prosperous year. 2020 is going to be an exciting year, and I'm just glad that they're joining us for this adventure that we're on this year.
Wow, I love this adventure. Wow. And we have Patty Walton on the line. Patty, would you like to share something with the group?
Happy 2020 to everyone who's listening to us, and even those who are not listening to us. And speaking of going back to basics, that the first thing, or one of the more important things to do, is think in terms of today I use my power to stop what is no longer good to me. And to me, that's a good insight to release and let go. And surrender to the goodness that God has for us.
Wow, I love that. Today, I release. Say that again.
Today, I use my power to stop what is no longer good for me.
Today, I use my power to stop that which is no longer good for me. I love it. How perfect and how wonderful. Thank you, Patty. And on that note, when we begin to move into this place and knowing that life is that part that continues to expand and reveal itself, we know that we have the power to stop those things, to set something new in motion. And that's the essence of this thing about new beginnings. I love to talk about this. And the first thing we like to talk about is the thing itself. Now, the thing itself is that presence that we call God. We bring meaning to it. And when we bring meaning to it, we like to use, and in the book itself, it talks about the creative power, creative intelligence, first cause. I like that word, first cause. And sometimes you will hear me speak of first cause in prayer. And here is one that I really, really love. I love it so much, that word so much, that I named my baby this word, spirit. Spirit. It's that substance that we get to work with all the time. Mind, invisible essence, the ultimate stuff. Now, many of you, if you've been hanging around these teachings, you've heard this again and again and again. But the most important part of this whole process is understanding this thing and what it is and what its power is. So I love the fact that Rocco Errico, Dr. Rocco Errico, reminds us that when we get understanding, we go back to the basics, and his language is Aramaic. And when you understand the wisdom behind it and their use of words, we get a greater understanding. For example, understanding that fear and love in Aramaic, now here's something you get to remember, basically uses the same word. It's a matter of inflection. So it has to do with the vibration that you bring to things. So that vibration can be in a space of separation, knowing that you are apart. You're separate from everything that the world is out there to get you, or you can come from a place of love. And I'm saying this because the world is in need of our prayers today, and the world is also in need of our love. So that vibration of love has a lot to do with it. So oftentimes you will notice, if you read any of my prayers or any prayers that come through this ministry, sometimes we use the capital letter, and that capital letter represents the vibration, and it's all based in the power of love. Because I always say that you can send love into places that we in our human experience aren't able to go, and it can make a difference. So love is the gift, and it is a gift that continues to give and give and give. And we get to reflect it based on our thoughts, based on our ideas. That is the reason it's important for us to saturate ourselves into spiritual practice. When we saturate ourselves in spiritual practice, what you will find is that we're going to experience more of the gift of good, more freedom in our lives. And I'm saying that individually. I'm also saying this as a collective group, because we're all part of the one. We all are a representation of the one. We are just individualized expressions of the one. So we're a piece of the puzzle, and we all get to bring something special to the puzzle. Most times people think, well, I'm not a part of this. Yes, we are. We cannot escape it. If we're breathing, we cannot escape it. So I love this quote by G.K. Chesterton. He says, your religion is not the church you belong to, but the cosmos you live inside. And that's the reason I like our focus ministry, because we could care less about what church you belong to or anything like that. We're focused on your understanding the power that dwells within you. And so if you are religious science, that's wonderful. If you call yourself a Christian, it's wonderful. If you're Buddhist, Hindu, whatever you choose to call yourself, that is wonderful. But it is a reflection of that energy and that vibration that you build within yourself. That's the reason this is important. Now, Ernest Holmes reminds us that creation is always beginning. I love that. He says, but never ending. Things may come and things may go, but creation goes forward. And he reminds us too that in the springtime of the year, when the farmer sows his grain, means in the beginning. Therefore, the crop is created by the laws of nature. In the beginning, then, means any springtime of causation. So right now, we are in the springtime of our lives, and we get to set something new in motion. I just had a conversation with a member of our team, and they were sharing how they had the flu. And moving through that whole process, they said, I slept so much. The thing that we know about the sleeping, when you're resting like that, you're allowing your body to heal. You're allowing yourself to set a new cause in motion. So what I'm going to invite you to do as we move into this new year is to be mindful of what it is you're doing. Be intentional with everything you're doing, because you are creating a new beginning. So allow your body, allow your mind, allow your spirit, allow your affairs to move in the direction that you'd like to see it move into. And I believe there is power in this thing we call spiritual practice. So with that in mind right now, I'm going to invite you to just join me and make a commitment to just daily practice heart. If you can practice heart, I know that it will make a difference within your personal lives. Not only in your personal life, it is also going to make a difference in your social circles, and it will do the same in the world. So I'm going to invite you right now to join me and simply breathe. And I'm going to invite you to just slow down. This is the biggest part that is happening right now for everyone. We've sped up, and sometimes we leave out the most important thing. So I'm going to invite you to just breathe in on the count of 5. And exhale on the count of 5. You notice I'm breathing in through my nose and exhaling through my mouth. That's the purpose of videos. I want you to pay attention to the movement of the breath. How it moves through the heart. And the heart is the circulator. It circulates within every organ of our physical being. And it's the power of love in action within our thoughts. So I'm going to invite you now to remember a moment of deep appreciation. Reflect on a moment of kindness. Reflect on a moment of compassion. So my moment of appreciation, of kindness, and of compassion has to do with just simply listening to music as I was driving and hearing the DJ speak of a group of people who have gotten together, and they've gotten together just to practice random acts of kindness. And as I heard the story, it reminded me of the power of good and how that power of good can make or change the outcome of my experience and the outcome of everyone's experience. Giving kindness is an altruistic way of springing forward, of setting a new cause, and I'm saying new cause with a capital C, and that cause is love, with a capital L, capital O, capital V, and E in motion. Whatever your story is, whatever your thought is, that's focused around kindness, love, deep appreciation, compassion. Bring it forward right now. And if you don't have one, lean into mine. And I'm inviting you to just amplify that feeling right now. And I'm inviting you to allow it to move through every organ of your being, through your bone marrow, through every single cell and subatomic essence of your being right now. Allow the heart, warming of the heart. And just allow it to be the healing factor. Overcoming any sense of separation. The flu bug, as people would call it. Any sense of lack or limitation. And as you're breathing right now, I'm just inviting you to just open yourself up as I speak the word this morning. Knowing that there is only one life and that that life is present. It's perfect. It is alive and it is thriving. It is the springing forward of good, the seed that has impregnated itself within the soul of humanity. And in that soul essence, I know that I am included and that every single person is included right now. And so as I'm speaking my word this morning, I simply know that there is this life, and this life is a life filled with love, and that love fulfills itself in a practical way. That it is that vibration of peace and harmony, that it is the vibration where there is that divine essence that fulfills itself as comfort. It fulfills itself right now as the very breath of life. And what I'm knowing about that breath of life is it is alive and thriving. That each and every single person that around the planet at every point in reference is anchored in this light of love. And it is the light of love and that vibration of love that is the healing presence, the healing tone. And I know that this healing presence and healing tone fulfills itself right here and right now. It lifts everyone up. It supports and empowers every single choice. And what I know about those choices is those choices are anchored in the spirit of love, knowing that that love that we know to be ours is the love that is everywhere in everything, including every act in life. So what I'm knowing is right here, right now, there is a causation, a choice. And that choice is the peace that passeth all understanding. That choice is the inclusive nature of spirit. That choice is divine wisdom. That choice is spirit forever giving of itself. And so what I know is divine forgiveness creates peace and harmony. I know that that divine essence expands itself as prosperity and abundance, knowing that there is more than enough for every single person, that the good that we are seeking is alive within us and through us and as us. And I know that it fulfills itself and it outpictures itself as that infinite light. So right here, right now, I'm claiming a year filled with abundance. I'm claiming this year as a year where the presence of love fulfills itself and harmonizes itself as the vibration in all of humanity. I'm claiming and knowing that new causes, new beginnings have revealed itself and is in place right now for every single person from every walk of life. I'm claiming and knowing that the vibration of this healing presence is alive and fulfilling itself through universal law, the principle of life. And in this principle of life, I know that good can only fulfill itself as that essence. So there is the release and there is the letting go of all the things that are no longer serving us. And in this release right here, right now, I'm hearing the words, nature abhors a vacuum. And I know that something good has fulfilled itself, that the beauty of spirit reigns and expands itself and reveals itself. I know that it is fully present in our actions. I know that it is fully present in our deeds. I know it to be present within our expression. And so I'm so grateful right now for the practical expression of good. I'm grateful for perfect health and perfect wisdom, our walking and our supporting that perfect good. I'm grateful for the balance and the harmony of spirit, for spirit fulfilling itself in a coherent manner within my life, through my life, and as my life, with everyone I come into contact with, in my communications. And I know that it fulfills itself within my groups, within the world, that it is the wave of affluence in action. And I know that this wonderful presence and this wonderful light represents the beginning, that which always has been and always will be, that continues to grow more and more in itself and fulfill more and more of itself. And in this light of love and in this light of joy, right here, right now, I simply release these wonderful words into the action of the law, and we all affirm and say, and so it is.
And so it is.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thank you all for simply being here and being here on this first Sunday. I'm knowing that the presence has already gone before and prepared the way for you. I'm going to invite you. We're simulcasting here. That means that this information is going out throughout all of our networks today. But I'm going to invite you to just pay attention to all the wonderful programs that are coming forward this year through this ministry. We have a Legacy of Love program. Everything we're doing is to bring us all back to love. And if we focus on love, love will heal. So I'm saying love with a capital L, capital O, capital V, capital E. And I'm intoning that vibration of love and knowing that that love is the healing presence that resonates in your life. So we will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We begin our daily prayers again. And you have a prayer here. Share this with someone. Invite them to join and participate in our programs. Have a blessed day, a blessed week, a blessed year, and a blessed decade. Namaste.